So I have to research a chemist for class. So who do I pick? John Dalton, father of modern chemistry, first guy to come up with the theory of definite proportions, and creator of Dalton's law. I'm thinking, man, this is gonna be so easy. There's so much information I won't even have to do a second Google search. Turns out, he's hard as heck to research. So I start out. Born September 6th, 1766. Born to a modest Quaker family. Self-taught, analytical thinker, told his students not to buy books never read. Wow, that's pretty cool, and that took me like 30 seconds to say. I'm almost done. And I keep reading, go to my next book. Dalton attended the village school until the age of 12, where his master, John Fletcher, made a deep and favorable impression. I thought he was self-taught. Well, maybe he was just self-taught after the age of 12. So I keep reading. Dalton also quickly attracted the patronage, aid, and encouragement of Robinson, a naturalist, ... And Kendall was taken in tow by John Gough, rich botanist who gave Dalton a private set of apparatus worth 52 pounds. Self-taught my foot! And modest? You gotta be kidding me! Here, Dalton, as your teacher and mentor, even though you're self-taught, let me give you some science equipment worth 52 pounds. Just so you know, that's worth $1,000 today. My favorite part, my favorite discrepancy, even though he supposedly never read, discourages students from buying books, he owned a library of 700 books by the time he died, and was a librarian at the Literary and Philosophical Society for over 20 years. So you're saying, great, this is unfair. I mean, who remembers anything about childhood anyway? In his later life, when he's actually important, they must have recorded better. You're right, they must have, but they didn't. So, let's talk about his greatest achievement, the recording of atomic weights and definite proportions. Now, Thomas Thomson, his best friend and colleague, he said, quote, Dalton most likely came up with his law of definite proportions while working on ophiolian gases and carbon-habituated hydrogen gases. Or was it nitrogen oxides? You see, I don't remember. You see, Thomson said both to different people. And then later in a letter, he said, I do not know when the ideas of atomic theory first occurred to Dalton. Nowadays, historians think that he didn't actually do any of those, and Dalton actually just got it from a series of experiments. Take a pick, you got a 30% chance. So, after all of this, what have we actually learned about Dalton? I think the only conclusion that you can come to is, we're really bad at keeping records.